Hello and welcome to the Recovery Oracle. My name is Veda and I am so pleased to have you in this space with me. Welcome. So I had some channeling come through before I started. I just got done painting. I think I still have paint on my fingers, just kind of nurturing that inner child, that sacral chakra, the creativity in me. I haven't painted in a very, very long time or done anything artistic, and I've always been an artistic person, so that's a part of myself that I am reclaiming and spending the time doing for myself. It's a way that I can create beauty around me and just kind of space out and dive into the paints and receive downloads, or just not think at all, and really nurture that inner child that wants to be creative and play and not take things so seriously sometimes. So could be part of why some of this channeling came through. They started out with your passion, having balance in all parts of yourself, mother, father, and child. So we all have the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and also the inner child. So if you think of yourself as your mother, your father, and the child, all three of those parts need to be nurtured and balanced, in the way that your energy flows. So if you feel like taking action on something, take that action. That's your divine masculine side. If you need self-care and rest and nurturing and a bath or nourishing meal or something, that's your mother, that's your divine feminine. And then we also need to nurture that inner child, which is play and creativity and getting outside and laughter and just curiosity and not taking things so seriously. So there is that balance there. They started asking a bunch of questions. So are you being mindful of your energy? Are you protecting your energy when you go out into public places? I know I'm speaking to a lot of empaths here, and whether you know you're an empath or not, most of us, we are by design meant to pick up on energies, and we get those gut feelings and certain feelings about people, places, and things where we go where it just doesn't feel right, or it does feel right. That's your intuition. That is your empathic side of you, and it's very real. So are you listening to that? Before you leave the house, do you protect your energy? Do you call in angels, your guides, your ancestors, or just set the intention and imagine yourself in a protective shield of energy? I myself personally radiate like pink loving white light energy around me, from my heart, from the divine down through my crown, out my heart space, and let it surround me and fill my auric field. And then I personally call in Archangel Michael and have him do the sword in front of me, sword behind me, sword to my left, sword to my right, one above, one pointing downward, and one parallel within my heart center. And I got that from a YouTube protect your energy video, and now I just do it for myself, and I call in Archangel Michael and have him put the swords around me, and then the blue flame of transmutation around that transmutes any negative energies, entities, or beings that are trying to get into my auric field, my personal space. Those are transmuted into love and light and can't reach me. So are you mindful of how you spend your energy, right? Like I was talking about, when you feel like taking action on something, are you nurturing that? Or are you holding yourself back out of fear? Are you resting when you need to rest? When your body's tired, it's okay to rest. We're not human doings, we're human beings, and our body tells is tired and is energized for certain reasons. That's flowing with the rhythms of the world of Mother Gaia, and also, flowing with the seasons, flowing with the stars. Everything has a pattern and a time and a place and a season, and our bodies correspond and align with those things for a reason. So being mindful of that. How do you replenish your spirit? With rest, with play, with grounding, with reading, with researching, with whatever excites and ignites you, with painting, with prayer, meditation. Who do you spend the most time with? Are those people that you're surrounding with, are they benefiting your energy? Are they draining you? Are you exhausted after you're around the people that you spend your time with? Or are you energized? Are you hyped up? Do they encourage you? Do they, pat you on the back and tell you nice things about yourself and say good job when you accomplish goals? Or are these people draining your energy and more self-centered and not caring necessarily about your energy, or even mindful of their own? Do they feed your spirit? Do the people you spend time with feed your spirit? Do they feed your self-worth? Do they feed your goals? Are you being kind with your inner dialogue? Are you being kind and nurturing to yourself? When you do something, when you accomplish something, when you just get up and get yourself, out the door, if you get a shower, do you celebrate those little wins, all those things? The more you celebrate the small wins and the small things, the more the universe wants to give you to celebrate, because they see your enjoyment. Your enjoyment is magnetic, and it elevates your frequency. So, are you being kind with your inner dialogue, with your thoughts of yourself and others? I've been working on coming from a place of compassion, which compassion means unconditional love without judgment, and that's not an easy thing. That is not an easy thing at all. And my first thought that went through my head is people who hurt people. Having unconditional love without judgment for people who hurt children or do terrible things, and realizing that hurt people. Everybody has their story, has their soul's path, and we've all been all of those people in multiple different lives. We've all been the good and the very, very bad as well. And it's just perspective. It's a full spectrum, right, of light and dark that makes the whole. And then, do you give yourself credit? Okay, that's where we're at. So let's see what angels and guides want to bring through the cards for us, and we will go from there. If any of this is resonating, if you have practices that you do for your self-care, for encouraging yourself, for nurturing your energy, let me know. If you don't, write in the comments. Let's help each other out and give each other tips and tricks on how we can be more mindful, because this is stuff that I've just become aware of really in the last year. So we're going to start with the Astro Tarot and see what houses, placements, things are going on in the astrology that angels and guides want us to know right now. So thank you to my soul family of angelic, cosmic, galactic brothers and sisters, former earthly ancestors of blood and bone. Thank you for being in this space with us. What do we need to know from the stars and the planets right now? Thank you. Sagittarius with expansion. Expand. Yes, that's expansion's been coming through. South node, past, right? So that's our past. These are things. Our south node is often our past life, things that we struggled with, what we're trying to kind of get away from. And heading towards our north node, which is our soul's path, our ultimate happiness, the traits that we need to embrace in this lifetime. Series, nurture. Yes, that's that nurture, very motherly energy. And rebirth with Pluto. Okay, go to the other side of the deck now. Let's see how many of these we get. Oh, Aquarius, collaborate. Some of you may be an Aquarius or a Sagittarius. check your Pluto placements also. I know that your Pluto lines, we have Vesta with Hearth being the hearth fire. That's all about being a warm fire, a warm presence that shares its warmth and light with others. That's a beautiful card to come out. So how are you sharing your light with others? How are you replenishing that light for yourself? Venus, beloved, beautiful. Venus is the planet of love. The Venusian, I think of the Venusian Light Council. They're all about love and light, and they send us information via light codes. And we have Mars with motion. So I don't know exactly what all the planets are doing right now. I know that like Saturn is in Pisces, square Mercury in Virgo. So there's this whole flowing, there's this like balance of like flowing, everlasting with record-keeping structure. That are kind of butting heads with each other right now. And then we have the 5th house with passion on the bottom of the deck. So 5th house is all about your career, reputation, personal achievement, moral condition, direction, life goals, prestige, and position. So check your 5th house placements. If you know them, please feel free to comment in the box what those are. So we have motion, expand, collaborate, hearth, nurture, beloved, rebirth, and past. Okay. Themes for the reading. I'm going to get some tarot and we'll see what angels and guides want us to know with these themes. If I can move these, then you might be able to just see them all. If I can do that, yeah. And I know you probably still can't see them clearly as I am filming this on a Chromebook. But you know what? It's getting the word out there, and getting my voice out there is what's important. So let's see what we need to know about Venus. We'll start with Venus. And expand, or beloved, right? This is that unconditional love, very divine feminine energy. Oh, come on, get in there. Okay. All right, angels and guides, why is Venus here? What do we need to know about Venus, please? The moon, yes, yeah, so very intuitive, right? And the moon is divine feminine. It's receiving, it's replenishing, it's nurturing. So it's intuitive. It's your intuitive side. It's your divine feminine. So the moon with Venus. See anything else? It's the moon and Venus. So some of you could be, well, no, I know you are psychics, and we have the devil in reverse. The devil in reverse came out over Mars and motion. So it's like there's, with the devil card, is about determination and motion, and is very Mars energy. It coming out in reverse is kind of a, like, you know, being mindful of your energy, not playing into the whole idea of like hard work equals success, hard work equals money, or I'm not worthy of money unless I'm doing manual labor. It's getting out of the paradigms of the programming of the limiting ideas and thoughts of how what kind of action needs to be taken to be successful, or taking action when your body's saying rest. It's getting away from that. So that came out right on top of Mars, and I'm going to leave it there. So somebody's getting away from that idea, and that's exactly what we're talking about, and learning new beliefs on what prosperity and abundance looks like. So we've got the moon with Venus. This is definitely nurturing. With the moon with Venus, there might be some sort of love that you don't see coming. Also, the moon is about what's unseen and in the dark. And also we have the new moon in Virgo coming up here on the 21st, 22nd. So yeah, can we get any more with the moon and Venus, please, angels and guides? There you go. 10 of emotions. Yes, filling your cup until it runs over. Okay, so this is like ultimate emotional happiness. This is love in all ways. This is your family, your friends, your celebration, encouragement. This is rainbows. This is nurturing the inner child. This is fully balanced, nurturing the inner child, the divine mother and father. This is as high as you can get in the emotional state. So we've got what you don't see coming with the moon is some sort of 10 of cups. Very, very exciting time to celebrate, or your cup being full and running over. Why is Vesta here with Hearth, please? Vesta? Why is Vesta here? The wheel is turning. Okay. Huh. I'll get more on that. Vesta, Hearth. You may have some position that you're going into where you are going to be that Vesta, that Hearth presence. So, and I'm sorry, I'm not showing you guys these cards like I should be. So, the Wheel of Fortune came out with Vesta, Hearth. So there's something that is like turning in your favor to where you could be this kind of presence for others. And there's been a lot about like leadership and people starting new passion projects, businesses, new jobs or positions where they are in they're building something for others. So this is kind of that, like you are the hub, the hearth, the place where people gather for warmth. Okay, let's see if we can get more on that. Why the Wheel of Fortune with the Vesta, please? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here with Vesta? There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Because you're going from the 8 of materials to the 9 of materials, right? So the work, this is like work that you're putting in into independent wealth. So you're going up in, this is like an increase in your material world. This is an increase in your finances, and they threw these out together. So yeah, this is lovely. And actually this came out upside down. So this is a card about work. And so I'm seeing like it's not opposite because it comes upside down, but it is like an alternative. So it's like less work equals more financial freedom, more abundance in your life, less like work, less, manual, less working for somebody else or Spirit wants you to chase your passions, chase what excites and ignites you, and you will be divinely compensated for it. We all have a reason and a purpose for being here, and when we're aligned with our soul's path and purpose, when we are in alignment with that and doing what we came here as souls to do, we are financially compensated beyond our wildest dreams. So that's what that's about. And the wheel is turning in your favor, increasing your income. Less work equals more wealth somehow. because and I say, so you can work on something you love, but then it doesn't feel like work. I'm talking like, working at a job where you're not appreciated, where you don't get to use your tools and talents and skills and the divine gifts within you to, when all of those divine gifts are set aside because you feel you have to do something else to make money. This is saying, chase what excites and ignites you, and that's where your wealth and happiness lie. And that's also, if you look up your point of fortune, so my point of fortune is in Leo, and your point of fortune is where your happiness and your financial success is. And mine is in Leo, which means Leo rules the heart. So it's sharing your heart and being seen by others, and being a bright light. It's courageous. Leos are often in the spotlight. They're entertainers. They're entertainers. They're seen on TV. They're leaders. They are public speakers. So I found that out recently, and I found that out after I started my YouTube channel, and I'm like, no wonder it feels so good, like being here. I'm happy here. This is where my happiness, and also where your happiness lies is where your prosperity lies. So do what you love. And it's hard. It's easier said than done, right? We do have bills to pay. We do have mouths to feed. But even if it's just cutting out some time away from the mundane, away from the matrix, and doing what you love, cutting some time for yourself, doing what you love, that's going to be very beneficial for you. The universe wants to reward that in all of us. Okay, and then the devil in reverse here with Mars in motion. Angels, can we talk about that, please? Why is the devil in reverse with Mars in motion? The Queen of Voices. Okay, all right, so it's like, having clarity, listening to, so the Queen of Voices is very, very intuitive, and she listens to her inner compass and her guidance, and has clarity and understands when it's appropriate to move and when it's appropriate to stay, and cuts through all things, right? So like cutting cords, cutting through things that don't necessarily align with your goals. So getting out of the devil can represent any sort of limiting beliefs, any addictive behaviors, any just negative thoughts, judgment, anything. The devil is just anything lower vibrational. But the Queen of Swords, Queen of Voices, sees through it, cuts the cords where it's necessary, takes a stand, and she rules her own mental space. So this is all about like ruling your mental space. I like that a lot. All right, and then angels and guides, can we talk about Aquarius with collaborate? What is this about? Collaborate, Aquarius. Some of you check your Mars placements. See what house your Aquarius is in. All of these can be clues. Okay, and with collaborate, we have the sharing your heart with others card come out. So in collaboration, Aquarius is very much wants you to share your cup of love. And you even see it. Look, she's holding moon. Anyways, I thought she was holding a chalice, but is nourishing others with your overflow, with the love within your heart. It's nurturing others. It's sharing your love with others. This can be soul tribe collaboration coming in for you, meeting others with similar interests, similar goals. that maybe you've shared previous lives with, and you guys just click when you meet, and it's like you know, instant best friends. Often also soul tribe people can be, you're deterred by them at first because you recognize their energy, and something they say, like sometimes it's a little off-putting when you meet somebody that is part of your soul family. So this is some sort of collaboration that is very nurturing and loving and joyous for you. A collaboration doesn't mean you have to be like starting a business or doing something together. Collaborate just means gathering, gather with others, and you know, share ideas, share love, share thoughts, share compliments, and nourish each other, right? So who are you? It's again, who is your soul tribe? Who are you spending your time with? Are they nurturing? Are they nourishing your spirit and your soul? Is there anything else with the three of emotions and Aquarius with collaborate? There. Okay, throwing out these double cards. Okay. So with the three of emotions, there's something changing in your material world, or you could be working with people less on, like, okay, so at the five of materials, this is a card of like being left out in the cold. This is a card of loss, of betrayal, poverty, feeling alone in the world, and the muse of inspiration is coming out with it. So you could be an inspiration for other people that may be feeling left out in the cold, maybe be feeling less than. You are inspiring to them. The muse of inspiration, this is all about spiritual leadership, and it came out, this is coming out with the three of motion. So also at the five of materials, your physical world is changing, and you are stepping into a role where you're going to be inspiring others and being that nurturing energy, like the hearth fire. So this is like, what a beautiful reading. This is really stepping into your power, stepping into the spotlight. Again, this is very Leo. This is fire energy. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is taking up space, and the muse of inspiration has no fear. Steps up onto the stage and gets done what needs to be done. It's okay to have fear. It's just we don't let it rule us. Just put it off to the side and don't realize that it's just energy. And it's usually we have fear based on something from our upbringing or learned behaviors. And when you get down to it, we can take our guards down now. We can be loved and receive love. And it's safe to do that. It's safe. There's people out there that are safe. And I know, coming from addiction, right, we have our guard up. We don't trust people. And it's hard to see at times that there are trustworthy people in the world, but I'm telling you, there are more people that are loving and nurturing than there are who aren't in the world. So and your vibration will attract those people to you. If you're loving and nurturing and you're protecting your energy when you go out, you know that you're safe. You know you're divinely protected, and so you don't have to live in any fear of anybody you meet, because you know that you're surrounded by angels, your energy is protected, and so anybody walking into your life is going to be a blessing, a lesson, but no harm can come to you. So just feel safe in sharing your love and your heart with other people and collaborating. That's about feeling safe to do so. And not feeling like you're alone, because there's a lot of people out there who want to be your friend, who want to know you, who think you're amazing. And maybe you know them and you've got a great group of friends, or maybe you haven't met them yet and you're looking for them, but know that this is coming in. This is that time of year. We're going into Libra. Everything's going to start balancing out. So if you've been kind of in hermit mode, doing all the work and all the healing for the last 9 months, know that we're going into harvest season, and that's we're harvesting opportunities, we're harvesting nurturing relationships, we're harvesting our abundance, we're harvesting all the seeds that we planted at the beginning of the year and that we've been growing and nurturing and tending to. It's time to reap what we've sown for this last year. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And that leads me to this, like Pluto with the rebirth, right? So yeah, we're heading into this like rebirth energy. We are reborn. A lot of us are having entirely new beginnings, entirely new groups of friends, places that we're living, structures that we've never had before, our own personal care and routines have changed drastically in the last year, and that's because we've done the spiritual work and we've done the inner work and the healing, and now we get to rebirth into the life that we were meant to always have. So let's see if angels and guides have anything else to say why Pluto is here with rebirth. One jumped. Strength. Yeah, stepping into your power. Exactly. So now we're stepping into our power with courage. Again, Leo energy. So there's somebody that's a Leo that watches these shows. So this is courage, power, stepping into your authority. This is owning your truth. This is not letting fear get in your way, right? She's sitting on that lion's head. With the moon behind her, right? Yeah, what a beautiful strength card. So you are rebirthing into somebody who is standing in your power, who knows your worth, who knows their power, and is nurturing that. So that leads me to nurture with Ceres. So what are you nurturing? Are you nurturing these kind thoughts? Are you telling yourself that you are all powerful, that you are magnetic, that you are abundant, that you are worthy? How are you speaking to yourself? Because this is the way that the divine sees you, is all powerful. You are the magician. You are co-creating your reality with spirit. So why do we have Ceres here, angels and guides? Three of Materials, nurture. Okay, so this is about nurturing. Three of Materials is again about collaboration. So this is about nurturing relationships with others. This is also about nurturing yourself. At the 3, right? So at the 3, something comes into form. So something coming into the form in the material world, something that you've been nurturing. The seeds you've been nurturing are about to manifest. Yeah, what have you planted? What have you been nurturing? What are you trying to manifest in your life right now? A new job, a new relationship. Know that whatever you've been nurturing is coming into it, just like I was just saying. It's coming in. This could be working with others and collaboration with others, but it's just really anything coming into form at the 3 in the material world. So what are you nurturing? How are you nurturing yourself with others, and loving relationships, and or the seeds that you've planted that you are trying to manifest and grow? We nurture those with kind thoughts. We nurture those with affirmations. We nurture those with getting in the feeling state of how is it going to feel, when I have that new job, or I'm working for myself, or I've started this business, or how is it going to feel when I don't have to worry about money? How's it going to feel when I have a great credit score? How's it going to feel when I'm in that beautiful relationship, waking up every day next to the love of my life? Get in that feeling state. That's how we nurture our manifestations to come into reality. Okay, anything else you guys want to say about this, angels and guides? They're making me itchy. Yes. Page of Emotions. And the Page of Emotions is all about moving forward in joy, in love. The page is also a messenger of love. The page is young love, is a new opportunity for love, a new opportunity for something you love, something that fills your cup emotionally. That's lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, here, one second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. All right, let's get back to this. Let's see why South Node is here for your past. If that's something that you've overcome possibly, or that you're working on, or that needs to be recognized. Let's find out. It's also number 33, which is a 6, which is restabilizing. So let's see why South Node is here. Angels and guides, why is South Node past here, please? Two of Voices. Two of Voices is like blocks lifted. It's like blocks lifted, like something from your past, your South Node past, that was maybe a block for you, has been lifted, and you're free of it. So you've overcome something. You've overcome something from your past life energies, South Nodes, karmic lessons that you needed to move through. Those ties have been cut. Karmic blocks are lifted. Let's see what else they want to say about that. Anything else with the Two of Voices and the South Node? Interesting. Good job. That's blocks lifted. Okay, blocks lifted, and now, yeah, blocks lifted, and now you have this increase of energy, this ace of inspiration coming through, because you've worked through something in your South Node in your past. You now have like new energy, divine energy coming down, possibly a new, this is also like a spiritual ability, a spiritual gift. The inspiration is the wand suit, is fire, is spirit, and aces are from the divine. So some sort of divine, like, given energy or spiritual ability, a spiritual gift of yours. Blocks have been lifted from a South Node thing, and now that can come through clearly from the divine. So it's not blocked up anymore. You've learned something. You've something that you may have worked on many lifetimes to get through. Okay, and then why is Sagittarius here with expand, please? Wow, awesome job. Yay, congratulations. See, these are the wins that we celebrate. That's huge. You may have been suffering with that for lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, and you're getting through it, and you've overcome it. These are wins. We celebrate this. Congratulations. So why is Sagittarius here with expand? Thank you. Expand, Sagittarius, energy. Six of Materials, restabilizing in the material world, expansion. This is giving and receiving. This is the law of reciprocity. This is the law of giving and receiving, and restabilizing in the material world. So Sagittarius here with expansion. You're in balance with the universal law of giving and receiving, and expect expansion in the material world because of it. So, wow, yeah, congratulations. That's a huge deal. Let's see if we can get any more on that. Anything else, angels and guides? Yeah, the Magician. Wow, yes. And this is something that you're manifesting, this expansion. This is you understanding your power and your abilities. And bringing in something into restabilizing in the physical world with your abilities, with your power expansion, or your abilities are expanding, and it's bringing stabilized, like it's, you understand the divine laws. Being the Magician, using that. So the Magician works with the divine laws. The Magician works with the seasons, their energy. They're literally energy workers, healers. The Magician understands. The Magician is like our God self, that we're we understand that we are more largely spiritual than we are physical. And so working with that energy to bring your physical reality into balance. And it's expanding. It's expanding your abilities to manifest, to your understanding, like what manifestation looks like, the energy you need to put out to have manifestations coming in, putting your mindset in the right place, putting your thoughts and feelings there, taking inspired action when you have that energy to do so and when it feels right. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Okay, all right, with all of that, let's see. Gateway of Light. Let's see what Gateway of Light has to say about all of this. This is lovely, 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 lovely. Congratulations. Alright, winning at life. We're doing it. We're doing it. Isn't this so much cooler than like drinking or using drugs? Like coming into your power as a God self, as the magician of your life, co-creating with Source, using your divine gifts, minding your energy. Like this is all things that we weren't doing in our addiction, or at least I wasn't. If you were, wow, that's incredible. But these are things that are new blessings and gifts to me that have always been there, and that I've, more recently come to understand. It blows my mind how many miracles and synchronicities I experience every day, and I was missing all of that. So, okay, angels and guides, Gateway of Light activation. What do we need to know with all of this? What's happening energetically? Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, and of a cycle. So we're going to read about that and anything else. Some of you definitely may have been in Atlantis, or had lifetimes in ancient Egypt, Atlantis, and therefore you could or could not care for that. Anunnaki could bring up some memories for you. Thoth light codes. So Anunnaki and Thoth again, ancient Atlantis, right? He moved the halls of Amenti, the learning center, the library. He was the great teacher, and he moved and energetically transported that library during the fall of Atlantis. So light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. That's huge, huge, huge. We have the Anunnaki and Thoth coming in. Wow. And on the bottom, stars aligned, remembering home, and star or soul family. So that soul family, right? Who's your soul family? We've been talking about that. Nurturing yourself with those people. Okay, let's see what Anunnaki light codes has to say. And we have Arcturian light codes, Anunnaki light codes. Okay, so energetic shift, end of a cycle. Okay, so the message is: great change is coming to you, but this can only occur if you are willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you are wondering what is the best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things must be released if you are to evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, gifts, and what's important to you. You are standing at the gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy on Earth. Brilliant, brilliant. So yeah, so maybe there's something that you're intimidated by, or just don't feel like doing, or feeling the nudge, but not maybe taking it. There's something that you're right on the verge of. This is also just like the end of a cycle, energetic shift, new information. So that's the message that goes with it. But that doesn't have to be for everybody, that you're not answering the call or you're not doing it. This could be that you are doing this, because this all looks to me like you are doing it. Okay, so Thoth, here we go. You are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories, but this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you are on the cusp of something extremely powerful. Yeah, this is a big energy. Some of you have a huge calling. We all have a calling. And we all, like, this leadership thing has been coming through since I started my channel, pretty much. We're meant to, and if not leading others in a traditional sense, just living our lives from a place of having control over our own life, being our own leaders, and then therefore we are inspirational to other people to step into their power as well. That can be your leadership role. So I am going to leave it there with Anunnaki and Thoth. That's big. Somebody out there is doing magic, and you're right on the verge of a huge breakthrough, life change. Maybe if you're currently going through it, let me know, please, how this message resonates for you below. If you would like your own personal reading, if you would like meditations, subliminals, or any personal training services, please see my Buy Me a Coffee link down in the description box and on my home channel. I want to thank everybody for any gratuities that have come through, and gratuities are also just leaving comments. I love to see who's resonating with what from all over the world. It's so beautiful to connect like this with people from all over the world and get to know you and see you and know that we are all connected at the source and to each other through this divine matrix. It's an absolutely beautiful thing, and it's so touching and so heartwarming, and I just feel so blessed and overjoyed every day that I get to do this and be here and bring through these messages for you. So thank you so much for spending your time with me, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye for now.